Hello everybody, welcome back to another review. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Laurie and I love to do nail polish reviews. I love to do nail art and I do a lot of other fun like home things on my Instagram page. So check that out at Go Polished is my handle. Welcome here if you're new, and I'm just going to jump into this review. This is the Morgan Taylor Feel the Vibes collection and it definitely has nice summer vibes for this 2021 year. This collection was sent to me by Morgan Taylor. These polishes are available at Beyond Polish. I do have a coupon code. It's GoLaurie10. I'll put that up here and I'll put a link downstairs. Downstairs. My brain. I'll put a link in the description down below, downstairs, so you can purchase that collection if you want to. It is an affiliate link. I appreciate your support. If you feel inspired to pick up something because of me, I would love for you to shop off my link. So thank you. I appreciate your support. Let's talk about the collection. There's some really fun, bright creams. There's a few neons, and then there's a few shimmery colors. So I'm digging it. I'm liking this collection quite a bit. I feel like I say that a lot, that I like polishes or collections quite a bit, but I do. I like polish. But I will pick my favorites at the end. I don't always love them all, and I love to just be honest and give you my opinion, so I'll let you know for sure which ones I'm definitely liking and which ones I'm maybe not digging. Okay, so let's get into the collection. The first one we have is It's My Moment, and it's this beautiful peachy neon shade. And it's really hard to get a true orange color on here, so I really hope it doesn't mess it up. And then you've got neon on top of that, which is really hard too, so hopefully you'll get a good idea of what the color is. It's just a really, I would just say, a neon peach. It's so beautiful. It's got the typical neon formula, so it's going to be a little matte, it's going to be a little chalky, maybe not super hard to work with, because I would say these have pretty good formulas. But neon formulas are a little bit different. So if you haven't tried them before, just don't get discouraged by it. You're going to need 3 coats with this one, I would say, to have it really look decent. Like I said, it does dry matte. Neon polishes typically dry matte. So, but I always like to add a nice glossy top coat. So you'll see that in my swatch that I did a glossy top coat on top of that. So this is really good. So I instantly was reminded of Orly Sands of Time. That's one of my favorite bright peach colors, and I think I like this one more, you guys. That one's more of like an orangey peach, and this one's more of a peachy peach. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So it's quite a bit brighter than Essie Talks to the Sand. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about that, but this one's quite a bit brighter, and that one's maybe has more white and it's a little bit lighter, and so they're different. I did not do comparisons with that one, but I just want to say they're not the same. This is like a peach neon, and that's kind of like a bright peach that has more white in it. They're a little bit different. So I only have the comparison for the Orly Sands of Time, but I like this one better. So it's my new favorite neon peach. Yay! I love it. Let's get into those comparisons. And this next one is Orange Crush Blush. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love bright corally shades like this so much. I would say this is kind of in between very bright and neon, maybe not 100% neon, and correct me if I'm wrong, because sometimes I'm wrong about things. I'm not always right, but I would say it's not like 100% neon. It's definitely bright though. It's really beautiful. I love these kind of shades, and the formula is really good. I had written down 2 to 3 coats, but when I did the swatch again for the second time, I got two nice coats out of it. So I think it just depends on how thick you do your layers. I love this one. It's so beautiful. So I do like neon colors in this color family, so I did have some to compare it to, just so you guys know. I had at least 3, and those were quite a bit more neon than this and a little bit different color tones on all of them, so I don't have anything exactly like this. Morgan Taylor has one that's kind of close, but they're not exactly the same, and I would say that one is a little bit more of a true neon, and this is just more bright. So I'll let you look at those comparisons and see for yourself. This next one is Spin Me Around. I love hot pinks like this. This is like your typical bright, hot summer pink. I just really like neons like this, especially on my toes in the summer. They're just so fun. They're just so fun to pull out once in a while. And this is like my favorite kind of pink tone. And the formula on this one's pretty good. It's 1 to 2 coats, you guys. The formula on this one's fantastic. For a neon too, it's really, really good. If you're wanting neons and you don't, I had this discussion on my live for a little bit this morning, is people were asking, what are some good neons where you don't have to use a white polish underneath? And I don't typically like to wear a white polish underneath. I just like to buy neons that you don't have to do that. And so this is one of those. This is going to really have great coverage. This was very close to Orly Beach Cruiser. That's my favorite hot pink. It'll be interesting this summer to see if this one tops that one, but they're very, very close. This one's maybe a little bit more cooler toned than that one, and that one's maybe a little bit warmer. But I love Orly Beach Cruiser. Orly really knows how to do neons as well, and they have some good ones in there that I've worn several times. So totally reminded me of that, and I'll let you see the other comparisons that I have for that too. And let's get into those. This next one is Into the Limelight. I love that name. It's a beautiful green. It's a bright lime green that I think you guys will really like. The formula is fantastic on this one too. It's going to be opaque in 1 to 2 coats depending on your application, and it just goes on so nicely. I would say this one is definitely just a bright polish. I wouldn't consider it like a neon, but it's really, really bright. I didn't have a ton to compare this to because a lot of the neons that I have are more of that bright yellow neon. I don't have a lot of bright greens. I compared it to Glow Stick, and you'll see that those are just really bright neons. It might be close to some Essie greens. I might have to pull more out. If it is, I'll add those. If it's not, I won't. I'm guessing it's going to be brighter than some of those that I'm thinking of. I can't think of their names, but I can like picture the color in my head. I compared it to China Glaze. It's all techno, and that one's more yellow and not as bright. So this one's quite original, at least in my collection, and I don't have a lot of bright neon colors. So let's get into those comparisons. Okay, the next 2 shades that we have are going to be more shimmery shades. And this is a beautiful blue. It's called Keepin' It Cool. It's a really nice blue shade. It's a little bit periwinkle, which I really like, and it's got this silver shimmer running through it. Formula on this one is really good. It's going to be opaque in 1 coat. I did 2. With polishes like this, you're going to want to let it dry a little bit longer in between. I don't know, for some reason when they're packed with glitter, it takes a little bit longer for them to dry, especially in areas where it's thick, and so you just have to be careful before you move on to that second coat, because you can kind of like smudge it and it gets goopy, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So this is one of those shades that you have to just let it dry just a little bit longer. I compared it to OPI Show Us Your Tips, and then OPI Let Love Sparkle, and Essie You Do Blue. Of course, Essie You Do Blue has more of like an iridescent shift to it instead of a glitter, and all of those, none of them were exactly the same. This one's different, so I didn't have anything that was exactly the same as this. So this one's kind of fun. I don't tend to wear sparkly colors like this, but I know a lot of you are going to really love this one. I kind of wish this was just a blue cream, but that's okay. I can't always get my way. This is All Day, All Night. It's beautiful. I don't wear shades like this a lot, but it's a beautiful like purple toned pink with like a bright fuchsia shimmer in there. It's a really strong metallic shimmer. It's got a great formula. I mean, and it's really pretty when you put it on. It's just so shimmery, so shimmery. It's actually really fun to apply. I would do 2 coats with this one. It's definitely opaque in 1 coat. It's got a really, really opaque and rich formula. This is like a jazzed up version of Jamaican Me Crazy. Probably wouldn't think you could jazz that up, but you can jazz it up. This one is definitely the jazzed up version of that. Jamaican Me Crazy by Essie is a little bit more crelly, and it's got like a more subtle glitter in there, and this is more of like a metallic, but the color tones are pretty close. Just so you guys know, it's kind of similar to that one. And let's get into that comparison. Favorites. I think you guys can guess what my favorites are. Put them down below and see if you're right. I'll give you a minute. Okay, let's see. I don't know why I keep yawning. It's because I'm tired. These ones are fun. I picked 3. So see if you can guess the 3. Definitely this one. This is so fun. It's called It's My Moment. And it just wants me to, all these just make me want to go to the beach. This is Orange Crush Blush, and then I picked the Neon Pink, of course, Spin Me Around. So these 3, and oh, those are so cute together. I feel like I did a nail art design that had like colors like this at some point. That just gave me deja vu. But anyway, I love these colors together. Which ones are your favorites? Let me know below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for joining me. I promise I'm going to get caught up on my messages. It's been a little crazy, but I will do that soon. But I really appreciate you guys joining me for my reviews. And are you liking Morgan Taylor? Let me know if you're liking Morgan Taylor. It's really becoming one of my favorite brands. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys later.